All right, well, good morning. Right now is Friday. Yesterday was a lot of fun. Got to hunt some hogs and stuff, and got over here around midday yesterday. Hung out. The guides here are awesome. It's Longer's Outdoors, I believe. I'll flash it on screen, whatever, right here. Great group of people. Bill and Zach are the guides that I've met so far. Bill's been awesome. He sat with me in the blind yesterday. Spent some time kind of chopping it up. Shot some hogs and stuff. Didn't recover them yet. We're out of daylight, and honestly, this is my first time shooting hogs, and everything I've seen from Troy, obviously, it says you need to shoot them lower. My first shot just wasn't the greatest shot. They are constantly moving, so trying to kind of navigate that, learn that experience, and I think I overcompensated the second time. Both pigs were hit. I'll show you guys. I'll try to get Bill to send me his footage because I realized after watching mine that when my bow goes off, it kind of lifts. So, I mean, you guys aren't able to really see the impacts, but first one, as soon as it happened, I knew it was going to be too high. Bill seems to think that hog is dead because it wasn't the biggest one, and I guess they're not the most durable. But my second hog, I overcompensated and brought it down too low. We're fairly certain that one's probably going to be just fine. So we'll poke around and look a little bit, but today is water buffalo day. Saw a couple of them yesterday when we came in. Kind of got the juices flowing, got the creative itch going for it. So today we're going to be bringing out the Monster Safari. I'm just getting ready to put it together. Put this phone holder on the front of that bow so I can bring you guys hopefully the shot. And yeah, so these animals are awesome. I had a group of rams come in yesterday. There's one that's in there that's kind of like brown, chocolate brown on top, and he gets real dark down on the bottom at his legs, but he's got like these white patches and stuff on his arms. Sorely tempted to shoot him, just because he would make a fantastic looking rug. I know rams aren't necessarily the best eating. We'll still eat them, obviously, of course. We're not going to waste them. But he probably would get turned into snack sticks or something. I'm kind of more or less after the coat because he is stunning. So I told him he'd be like that 3-point that I shot here a few years ago. If he comes in multiple times and, like we're on the last day or whatever, or the day before last day, as long as I get my water buffalo, I'll shoot him. So made that commitment. So anyway, now we have some action. Basically what we're doing right now is getting everything ready to go. Gonna go out, play with a water buffalo, hopefully kill a water buffalo. So you guys wish me luck. We will bring you some footage.
Yeah, there we go. Easy, big fellow.
There you go. Brown one? The brown one? Brown one. How far is it? 29 yards, 30 yards. 30. Smoked them.
God, that's a big animal.
He's too high. No, you're good. What do we got? Range?
Little 1/4 and 2, looks like.
80.
Don't have my pin for that.
Put your 60 above his back and send it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Better do it quickly. Now.
Oh, it's freaking.
You're all right.
He's moving on the thrush.
Let it bad.
Let it bed.
Let it bed.
You gotta come out this way.
Yeah. Yep. Let's go. Cut him off.
Go that way. Yeah. Let me know if they pop on it.
See him. It's more important to me. They're driving around the other side.
Exactly what I wanted. He might still be in here. There he is.
Is that him?
That's it.
Range him.
31. Wait.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, he shot the brown one.
That's him,
I
right?
shot the bigger one. He's got a hole in him. I see it.
Yeah. Okay, shoot him. 30.
30 yards. Ah, that guy. That's a hard
what
shot.
we wanted.
Yep. Yeah, his leg's even not doing good. Hit the offside humerus.
Alright, back up. Just let him. You might just go down right there.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it now.
Holy shit.
Come on, go down, damn it. That was a great shot. He went right by Ryan.
I think he's done. Head down. Heads down. Alright, so we got these guys working, but first shot, a little high and a little far back of what I wanted. The second shot that I got is going to be right here on the other side. She was quartered away. This was my exit.
I've never used that brand.
Right here. So got some pass-through action, which was nice. Those 400 grain tough heads did their job. All right, now that we got her hanging.
That's good.
That is a big animal.
I probably just need a hand.
Yeah.
All right, first shot entrance. He's working on his way around to where it came out. Slightly quartered to. He's going to be there here in a second. There it is. Exit. Yep. Exit from the first shot. This guy is a whiz with a knife too, Bill. Longer's Outdoors. Alright, so entrance right here. If I show you perfectly sideways from the animal, lower 1/3, and the exit quartered away, it's right there. That cut. Yep, thanks for pointing at it. It's right there. And there you go. There's some comparison. There's Bill, and he's like 5'9", 5'8", depending upon which 7-Eleven he's walking out of.
Correct.
So,
200 to 215, depending on what scale.
yeah, that's a massive animal. Fantastic. Look at them delicious back straps coming off there.
They're wide.
Yeah, they're that widest part. Look like what, seven
This
inches?
is just freaking.
Here, we'll get behind you here. There you go.
As wide as a hand.
Yeah, for sure it is.
I should have just pulled some of that rib in there. I thought.
We cooking some backstrap tonight?
I'm game. We can cook some tonight. I'll
Take it off of that one. Try to do something where we can get like a veteran in, or I know a couple vets that are pretty hard that would love to do something like this.
It's crazy. Look how wide the rib meat is there. And there's like 3.5 inches. It gets wider as you go around the rib cage too until it starts to taper back. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't use the. Well, they probably still would have worked, but I'm glad that I had almost an 1,100 grain arrow instead of trying that with my 650 grain arrow. That delicious cut of beef there, or actually carrot beef. Look at that, Troy. We're gonna eat some tonight. How heavy?
That's pretty good.
What do you think?
15, 20 pounds?
15, 20 pounds?
Look at that fat.
Somebody grab him and pull.
There you go. There she is.
Take them both at the same time? I don't know. I'm looking for everything.
I would rather bring them back because, like you said, it's probably best to
Good stuff.
Always hang another one over. You gotta get that all that done too.
Awesome. So while they're working on getting the tenderloins out, I figured I'd show you guys something.
The light one, I don't know. It's been here for maybe
These ribs right here. So they kind of swell and then they curve in. That way, as the buffalo is turning or has to move at the body, they kind of overlap. There's not much space there either. I mean, you're talking the width of my thumb. Of course, it's kind of pressed this way. I'm sure on this side it's opened up a bit more. Oh, not really.
Look at that tenderloin. It's just like you got it off the beef.
So this is where having an efficient arrow is absolutely mandatory. The width of this animal, we've got the front quarters off. You can see the width of it compared to Ryan and Bill kind of standing there. I mean, what would you say that is, Bill? Like at the chest wall to wall, like 30 inches, 28? Maybe even more. It's hard to tell, but you can use Bill and Ryan for an example. I'm sure they could stand shoulder to shoulder and probably be a little bit wider at the shoulder than that thing is. So these are a very large animal. And Troy brought up a valid point earlier too with the spine. So these vertebrae and stuff, this is where the backstrap was. These are the vertebrae, right? The head obviously is down there. The length of these vertebrae, you're looking at like in some places 6-7 inches down here. Okay, so if you're shooting at that mid body line, you're already hitting vertebrae basically. So aiming for that lower 1/3, that's what makes it super important. I'll take you around here and show you. So these vertebrae here, they're taking up already 1/3 of the upper portion of the body. So if you're aiming halfway, you're not low enough. So something to kind of keep in mind. We'll go over here. Just getting the tenderloins out. We already got, Bill, I should say, already got this one out. We got a nice fat tenderloin. It's gonna be right here on top. As wide as my hand is long, and as long as probably 2.5 of my hands are long. Absolutely fantastic.
Every time he cuts me, I'm like, dude. And then yeah, he always butchers
This
like my
little
tenderloins
critter
and
up
stuff.
here.
I'm like, dude, just let me do it. But he always wants to try to jump
Good
in
stuff.
there. I'm like, just let me do it. And same like
You guys want to do a guided hunt here for some exotics? So Bill here at Longer's Outdoors is be a great guy to have on your team.
This is I don't know how many 1,000-pound water buffalo, and we're cleaning them, but what's interesting to see is the spinal processes here. This is obviously the lower half next there. That would be the elbow. That's how tall the spinal processes are. So if you don't know to aim into this narrower spot that's only, what's that, 2 hands wide, then you'll be tricked a little bit by this giant process up here. Humongous spinal process. It's pretty cool stuff. Well, you learn this stuff if you take them apart. Alright, so that is the entry hole on the second shot, right above the elbow, but what I want to talk about here is the spacing of the ribs. That's my thumb. The lighting's not the greatest. But interestingly, the ribs on these animals tilt in like they're sloped forward. And I've looked at it hanging and I looked at it laying, and I think they're shaped that way. So what that gives you is you've got this ridge right here, and then you've got a sloped surface that you can hit. See that pitch right there. So once again, it's not flat. And as well as curvature of the spine. So you're shooting on these big animal, well, any animal, but on this one in particular, you're shooting a surface that's curved this way, it's curved this way, and the ribs have pitch to them, which is crazy. So you need to shoot a really good arrow system that won't deflect off of all that. Oh, yeah. The intercostal space is the width of the tough head, 1.1 inches at max. So you know you're going to hit bone, and that's the arrow that did it. 1,075 grains, is about 27 or 8%. Really solid platform.
150 spine.
Yeah, 150 spine serious arrow.
All right, so I'm in here in the cooler. Basically, my buffalo, I'll show you the difference here, okay? So this is a front quarter off of mine. This is a rear quarter off of the white buffalo. So the front quarters on my buffalo are bigger than those rear quarters, which are really saying something, right? And then this is the other front right here. Those are back straps. Those two ones that are white with the fat on them, those are rear quarters, and then those are tenderloins that are right there. On top of that, that's the head for my buffalo with the pelt, and that's the head from the white buffalo. Here's the white buffalo's fur. So really cool stuff. We'll have plenty of meat for sure.